Hello everyone and welcome to CAG Talks. Today, we're going to be doing a little bit, I teased it a little bit in the What is CAG Talks video that I released a little while ago. But today we're going to be talking about sayings, sort of things that we got in Norway that would be a little bit weird in other countries that speak English. I want to point out though that I'm just starting out with this because it's sort of like a easy place to start because it doesn't require that much research, and it comes sort of natural. And I figured it's a little bit different from what you usually see on channels such as this one. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it with the first word or the first phrase, which is ha det bra, which probably should have been the last one. It's translated directly to have it good, which is a normal way of saying goodbye. Basically, there's not that much to it. That's it. And I just wanted, not really sure why I wanted to bring it along because it's not that big a deal. The next ones are going to be a little bit more out there. Like, for example, drag me backwards into the next nestbox, which is a sort of outcry when things aren't going your way, so to speak. In Norwegian, it sounds like this. Og dra meg baklengs inn I fuglekassa. Which is, a beloved phrase from a beloved children's film of back in the days called Flåklypa, which is equally great for adults in my opinion. If you haven't watched it and you're from Norway, where have you been? Basically, everyone's watched it. I think it's even translated into a whole bunch of different languages, so maybe you've even seen it in whatever language or name the film has where you're at. We actually have a whole, it's sort of a theme park themed after it is called Hundefossen, which is found in Øyer, right above Lillehammer, where the Winter Olympics was held in 1994. Now I'm digressing and way out there. But an example as to where you could use drag me backwards into the next box would be every time you stand up, you're sitting at a dining table. Every time you stand up, you bang your head on the lamp hanging above the table. Then you could say, "Oh, drag me backwards into the nest box." Vague example, but you hopefully get the point. Or if you always, when you get out of bed in the morning, you keep kicking the bedpost every single morning, then, or every time you pass it, then drag me backwards into the nest box. The next one is a way of saying that you might not find that whatever someone told you was completely believable. And you'd say something like this. Oh, that one you have to go further out into the land with. Oh, that one you have to go further into the land with. Which in Norwegian sounds like, oh, den der må du lenger på landet med. Which can be used when, as I said, when someone is telling you something that you might not find all too believable. Could be used if someone tells you, oh, well, when I was 10 years old, I won the Olympics in swimming, rowing, and running. Not to mention the skiing and something. Which, is completely out there. Obviously, they didn't do that when they were 10 years old. If they did, you'd know who they were. So would I, probably, and the rest of the world. So that's an example as to where and when you could see such a phrase being used. Now I got a little uncertain as to whether or not I said it in Norwegian. I think I did, but I'll do it again. Og den der må du lenger ut på landet med, kompis. Which is, I add a couple of words there on the second one in order to, just added buddy at the end. The next one is, I'm going to say in Norwegian first, and then, I'll pause, do a little artistic pause so that you can either pause the video and try to guess yourself, or what it is in English, or you can just, go for it. So here we go. Jeg ser ikke ut I dag. And here comes the answer. I do not look out today, which is basically a formal way of saying that you have a bad hair day or you have a bad whatever day. Just a way of phrasing yourself to say that you not having the day of dreams in terms of meeting your soulmate on that particular day. Moving on though. I'll do the same thing here with doing the Norwegian first, pausing for ever so slightly, and then you can either pause, guess what it is, or you can keep going. And it goes like this: Skjegget I postkassa. And here goes. Beard in the mailbox is the English phrasing of it. Now, what could that mean, you might ask? Here's the time to pause it. It's a sort of description of your status. Like, if you get pulled over by the police, you know you were going a little bit faster than the speed limit, then you could say, "Oh, I got the beard in the mailbox now." Which is, the Norwegian stuff. We're weird people. Don't worry about it. Anyways, that was all the ones for today. If you enjoyed this and if you like hearing me ramble on about all sorts of stuff, please be sure to let me know so in the comment section by smacking the like button, all that crazy goodness. And, if you guys want to stay up to date on all things average and, follow along the CAG Talks for that matter, please be sure to subscribe. And I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Till then, here we go.